Peace to the family. So I didn't do the live stream today because my turn to provide food for the family, and I'm vegan. So a lot of times people want to know what it do when it comes to this vegan world. So everything has to be done scientifically. I know we grew up accustomed to just putting anything on a plate and presuming that since you feel nourished or you feel better, that's good. But when you get older, it doesn't fly. So when we see people get sick and filled with disease, we just think that comes with old age, but that comes on account to a lack of calculation. So let's give you an example of this plate. Okay, we got the black rice here, right? So this black rice, that's high in what they call anthocyanins. And anthocyanins is a flavonoid. Flavonoid is a phytonutrient. And let's just say it gets rid of oxidative stress or damage to the DNA and gets rid of inflammation. Dope. I also got black lentils. It doesn't look black after you boil it, but black lentils on top of it. Black lentils has polyphenols in it, which is good to get rid of heart disease or any type of heart risk. Most heart risk you can get rid of just having food that contains polyphenols. In addition to that, it has a lot of protein, just like the black rice. Let's go back to the black rice, and let's also understand that it's high in iron. So people want to know where we're going to get our iron and our protein from. We can get it from black rice. Now, it's something that's dope I want to talk about. You can either get fancy black rice, or you can also get what they call forbidden black rice. Now, I want to talk about that because a lot of times people say, yo, I can't be vegan because it costs too much money. Well, this has been going on since time immemorial, because you go in ancient China, you see that the term forbidden black rice comes from them not wanting to give poor people food that is higher in nutritional value. So they purposely give the poor people less than nutritious food because they knew black rice was so high in nutrition, they would only allow royalty to consume it. So you kind of see the correlation with that today, where you see that it costs a lot of money to get the real high quality food, and then the poor people get the low quality food. You feel what I'm saying? So what else we could go to? We could go to the okra. The okra is high in folate. And take a look at those O's. And when I say it's high in folate, I want you to understand that that's exactly the pills that they be giving the newborn mothers. They always be giving the pills to newborn mothers for the development of their child, right? So this also helps build red blood cells, which is also why it's important for the development of the child. So okra is extremely important. So those of you that are conceiving, you don't necessarily have to take the folate pills. You can take the food that's high in folate, like okra. Okra is extremely high in folate. Then we have the squash, right? Make some butternut squash. And you might want that because maybe your eyesight might be on decline, or to increase your eyesight, because as we get older, they say our eyesight starts to go on decline. So it's called macular degeneration. Sometimes you can't even see straight lines the same way. But when you see your vision on decline, or certain things in particular, like seeing lines on decline, that's called macular degeneration. And we put the squash there so we could avoid that. And your eyes are connected to the brain. So once your eyes start to go on decline, undoubtedly there's parts of your brain that start to go on decline. Most times around the frontal, the frontal lobe, or even around the cerebral cortex, you know that's connected. The eyes have a connection to the brain, and those are normally the things that follow suit, declines in those areas per macular degeneration. So this plate is really for my preparation transitioning into an older entity. I just turned 38. You feel what I'm saying? So we want to make sure we lit. And of course, we got the avocado there. The avocado, you know, is high in antioxidant flavonoids. We're back there again to repair DNA, because as you get older, things get weird and tricky, and we subject to all these wireless signals. These wireless signals destroy DNA. Plus, it's one of the greatest sources of fatty acids, or omega-3, which is also good for the brain. Because we want to keep our cognitive abilities, because as we keep getting older and older, those abilities tend to go on decline. But the thing is, we run concurrent the themes of disease, declination in our cognitive abilities, and pain with old age. And that's not true. You don't have to feel the stings of old age as it appears. We don't have to leave this world under those circumstances. It's because we choose to. That's why I say disease is not inherited. Bad habits are. Disease is not inherited. Regimens are. You're eating the same garbage that the previous generation ate under the same circumstances in the same communities. No new information, you're gonna get the same disease. Change the information. So we have this extra virgin olive oil. A dinner like this, you probably could do with the extra virgin. If you want to cook a little bit harder, you'll probably use the avocado oil. Right? Because if you're frying something too hard, you lose the nutrition that's in the oil. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what you don't want to happen. You don't want to have that degenerative property take place. The higher you cook on the fire, the oil stops being as resourceful. So if you're going to cook under a higher fire, you're going to use avocado oil. That's very important. And so that's the meal for tonight. We got to calculate. We can't just be eating food for the sake of eating food. Make meals that cater to age. Make meals that cater to eyes. Make meals that cater to the brain. Make meals that cater to the things that your family actually needs. Start making calculations on your plate and you'll survive. You'll more than survive. You'll thrive. Blessings in abundance. I'll do the live stream tomorrow.